BJ keeps the party going. Brandon E brings the heat. We don't know how to speak. Running wild on you, brother. We're over the top. Rocking it back to the vintage scene. Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central. With epic thumbnails from the vids. It's a must-see. Gonna bring you the best. Legends you remember from the ring and silver screen. We're over the top. Get ready for a good time.
Bow! What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Chad Arms, a.k.a. Chatty Bobby 1130.
I think it's all the points.
It is.
It's the
It's the
point system
demonstrative.
for you. So my name is Tony, a.k.a. Friday the 14th.
What's going on, everyone? I'm Hot Mike Chance.
And we got back for another week. Special guest, the man, Pudgy.
Back by popular demand.
Back by popular demand.
Dude.
Last week's episode was so much fun.
Such a banger.
Such a bang having you, Chad, and Brandon all together. Shout out Brandon. He was able to stay around for this week's episode and everything. Shout out BJ. He wasn't able to come in for this week as well. But yeah, that last week's episode was so much fun. Hearing those stories was everything that I planned on that episode of being.
Oh, it was like a big family reunion.
Facts.
It felt,
Yeah.
Without, all the bad stuff that usually happens in family.
Well, that's what we try to do, and especially when we get people on the show and everything. It's just us hanging out, just talking movies, talking wrestling, talking music. It's just,
This is amazing.
it gives us a reason to hang out with each other.
This is the first time I've been a part of anything like this, and this is the most fun I've had since 2012 when Kentucky won a national championship.
Hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about.
That's big right there.
That's
Being in the
big.
same conversations as anything Kentucky basketball is always a good thing with Pudge. That's how you know you're doing right, though.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
But shout out to everybody that tuned in to last week's episode, man. Hopefully some of y'all that tuned in went and checked out Pudgy's new album. If you haven't,
Yep.
we'll put the link in the description. 8 Piece and a Biscuit is available now. Y'all go get it. Shout out to BJ the DJ, a.k.a. Beats by DJ,
Yep.
for the production, the mix and mastering on it.
Mr. Full Blown.
And we're talking wrestling, dude. Did we talk wrestling in a minute? Has it been a minute?
We talked wrestling last.
We talked current product.
Yeah, we talked the state of our thoughts.
and
on
I
the
don't know
state of
nothing about the current shit
Yeah,
because I don't watch
but
it.
we're going back in time. We haven't done a full pay-per-view breakdown since SummerSlam 1992.
Which Pudgy's very familiar
Very
with.
familiar with. Fun fact.
Tell us about that, Bud. Tell us your thoughts on SummerSlam 1992.
Well, I mean, I got, to be on the show and everything, and I was like, all right, cool. I got the text, and I looked at it real quick, and I thought it said SummerSlam 1992. So I went back, went on Netflix, found everything, watched it watched it at the shop, and then came home and watched it again. And then I looked back, checking, all right, we're doing Marvel, but that says Survivor Series 1992. So now I had to go back and watch Survivor, which was I thought was better than SummerSlam.
Yeah, SummerSlam 92 was dog shit. dude.
Nah, but,
SummerSlam 92 is.
I got to catch up on my wrestling game of the 1992, so pretty up to date on that.
It's easy to get confused with SummerSlam and Survivor Series.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
It's easy, totally easy
Yeah.
to do that.
I got a confession. I thought the same thing at first. When I was like, SummerSlam 92. Didn't we already do that?
Did I write SummerSlam 92 in the
think- I don't
text?
No, you
I
wrote
don't think
Survivor
so.
Series, but
Okay.
my first thought was the
Yep.
same thing. It's just because it's Survivor Series, SummerSlam.
I just want to make sure because I'm prone to write the wrong things down
Yeah.
and say the wrong things from a
We
lot of
do
the
say
time.
the wrong things now.
Us make
No,
a
it was-
mistake? No way.
Yeah.
It was all good on y'all's end. It was 100% me. I mean, and I was fired up too. And first, I was like, all right, Peacock's got it. This shows how I'm out of
Oh,
game.
yeah.
Dude, it
Peacock's
makes me
got
so
everything.
mad, bro.
Dude.
Couldn't find. I'm like,
Nowhere.
nothing's on Peacock. Well, you Google it. Oh yeah, it's on Peacock. No, it's not. You're lying to me, guys.
Yeah.
It's not on Peacock. Oh well, you got to go to this the Vault. Still not on Peacock.
Yeah.
Well, I'm on Netflix I think we was getting ready to watch Raw or what, and it popped up something Survivor Series SummerSlam Vaults, and I'm like, they're all right here.
So they're on Netflix now?
Everything's on
Okay.
Netflix.
Okay, good,
Everything's
good,
on
good.
Netflix.
'Cause
You can watch it all.
I remember it, but I went to shout out
that's
to our
where I
boys,
watched it.
OSW. Our
Oh,
boy,
but we got to get you that link, Pudgy. These,
yeah, you got to watch
Please,
OSW.
please.
They're from Ireland, right?
Ireland, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to y'all, man.
Yep.
They watch them, and then they do like commentary, like Mystery Science Theater style.
Oh, awesome.
And
That's
they
where
are-
we watch. That's how we
That's
usually watch
awesome.
Yeah, they are the OGs of this wrestling pay per view talk about stuff. They're fantastic. They're funny. and they're from Ireland and everything. And they're fans of Chad's music.
Are they?
Yes,
I mean,
On fire! Shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah, they
Hell
commented on stuff.
Y'all check out
Good.
Pudgy's music too, man.
Yeah.
Give it.
It's
some
hard
spins
not to
over
be a
there.
fan of Chad's music. I mean, from the quality of work and all the features, man. How can you not, man?
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that, bro.
After SummerSlam 1992, it is the WWF is struggling.
This was the last. Would you say this was the last of the Mohicans as far as wrestling that was not shit? Because 93 hits.
Yeah.
And it's the Lex Express. What do you think about all that shit?
I'm big when it comes to wrestling. I'm big on characters and storylines.
Yeah.
The characters and storylines were awesome. I thought awesome.
Yeah.
In the whole year of 92. In 93, it went the bigger guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Lex Express and stuff. Like, I mean, I was a huge. People laughed at me all the time. I'd run around the house acting like Tatanka. And
Oh, dude, Tatanka was
Tatanka
awesome.
was in this match with Rick Martel, and
All for
Tatanka
the
carried
feather.
him. I mean,
yeah.
just straight carried him. I mean, I don't remember Rick Martel being that bad. I remember the name and having the toys, but I was like, dude, you're not good. You wasn't selling nothing. You wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean,
He was better in 90, 91.
Yeah.
Yeah, Strike Force when he was with
Yeah, even then with Tito.
Yeah, with
I mean,
Strike
he had
Force.
a
they
hell
were
of a
awesome.
headlock and an armbar. That's about all I seen out of him.
Damn perfume.
And then spray him with the arrogance.
Yeah.
But I mean, after SummerSlam, I wrote some facts down. You had some big main card guys leaving after SummerSlam.
Yes.
Yeah, of course you had Hogan leaving. The whole steroid era is going on at this time. Vince is on trial for selling steroids to the wrestlers. But you had Hogan leave for steroids and lying on Arsenio Hall, telling everybody that he didn't.
First, why does anybody ever need to lie on the Arsenio Hall show?
Can
Let's
we
be
speak
real.
on how humongous
Yeah.
Arsenio Hall's hands are?
Yeah.
When you see him clap, dude, just go on YouTube and clap him, bro.
I'll put a picture of his hand.
Yeah, it
He
got
could palm a basketball and touch his fingers on the
Bro,
other
I
side.
remember when Living Color, when Keenan Ivory Waynes would like do Arsenio
Shaking
Hall,
that finger.
and his fingers had like extendos
Yes,
on them, bro.
yes. Fun fact: we
Yeah,
just
Arsenio
watched Hollywood Squares the other night, and Arsenio
wow.
Hall was on.
Oh my, that Hollywood Squares, dude.
Yeah, Hollywood Squares,
Wow.
and Arsenio Hall was on there, lying about everything, but he was on there. He was on there,
You had Warriors gone again.
and yeah,
Because he was supposed to he was gone like I think 3 weeks before this pay per view was that because you had the Maniacs
it was supposed to be him and
Macho.
Man, Mr.
Yeah.
Perfect took his spot.
and everything.
And
Their
some
promos
terrible
were
promo.
outrageous.
Terrible.
Dude, you talk about some guys doing some booger sugar before a promo.
Yeah, it was bad.
Warrior sitting there.
And what was he out this time? Was this the time he
He left.
He
Or
just
he just left?
steroids more than anything.
Is
He
this
got,
the end of 92? And it's,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
And they had to do the terrible promo with Bobby the Brain Heating on his knees, crying to Mr. Perfect, "Don't go be with my."
Yeah.
And Mr. Perfect poured a ball of water on his head, and it was,
he laid that smack. Bobby laid that
Yeah.
smack in on him though.
Yeah, he did.
A Bulldog is gone again.
Yep.
Bulldog is
Yep.
gone right after winning the IC title, right after SummerSlam and everything for
Taking
steroids.
and knowing the ins and outs of how fucked up Davey
Yeah.
Boy was during when you watched SummerSlam, could you tell he was fucked up?
Yeah.
Well, him and Anvil were
Not really.
Yeah.
Not really, but I mean, I knew he was, so I'm going to say yes.
Yeah.
But if I didn't know, I would probably.
We
no.
never thought that
There-
up until like
there's
Bret
been,
Hart talked about it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But
There's been speculation about that. Diana has come out and said,
Brett was lying. That
Yeah.
wouldn't surprise me either because
see,
he's
and
lied
I-
about other shit.
And I am not a Brett fan.
yeah.
Yeah, I used to be, but like he's so bitter now, man, and he just won't.
Let's see, Anvil's gone at this time too for drug. He got popped for drugs.
Shug, boy, it was taking out a lot of them guys.
And then Piper's gone again.
Well, let's just, before we get into it, let's just showcase some of the matches, right?
Oh yeah,
you got Crush and Repo Man.
in the untelevised in the dark match.
Untelevised.
Yeah, in the dark.
Couldn't
match.
even show them.
Can you blame him?
And we got Repo Man in there.
but we also have a
Repo Man
nightstick
probably
on a
stole
pole
the
match,
show.
guys.
Yeah, we
is
had-
this the first on a pole match
It
we've
was.
seen in WWF at the
The
time?
Yeah.
official first night stick on a pole match. Yes, it was.
And only
It
one
might have been the last one.
have been the only one.
and only one Survivor Series match in this
Yes.
card.
Yeah, is
That
it?
was the
So this
first
is when
year.
this is when they started because when we did the last review for '91 and even not like all
It was
those,
all Survivor
well,
Series.
it's just
Yeah.
so boring, bro.
Yeah.
Because they're like 30-minute matches and it's just the same thing pretty much every time. So I'm glad that they kind of went away from it.
But I think the next year they went back to the full
Who
on.
was the survivors? Was it?
It was a tag team Survivor Series match. It was the Nasty Boys
the Nasty
and Natural
Boys,
Disasters
Natural-
versus
terrible.
Money Inc. and
The Beverly Brothers.
Beverly Brothers.
Look,
You go to hell, Beverly Brothers.
the worst
You go to hell and
ever.
sit on the
Everybody
hot
had a mullet in that match.
Dude.
Everybody
And I know
had a mullet.
Tony's been killing it with the editing, so he's going to show the Beverly Brothers right here.
Yes,
He's already shown
terrible.
horrible.
This was
dude.
WWE Nasty Boy or WWF Nasty Boys. This wasn't. I was more of a WCW
Yeah.
Nasty
Yeah.
Boys guys.
Well, they let him
weren't-
do more.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
they
They,
did- Vince
pushed
didn't-
that nasty character.
Yeah,
You know?
they didn't really let them do a lot of cool shit in WWF like that. I mean, they kind of had like.
They just did the armpit move.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they didn't really let
What'd
them
they call
like
it?
win anything. I mean, they won the
Pity
title.
City.
Pity City, taking them to Pity
Yeah.
City.
Pity,
Yeah, Pity City.
Pity City, dude. If we named episodes,
No.
this would be called Pity City.
Let's talk Pity City.
Run it. It's in there.
But like I said, you had Jake the Snake is gone because he failed a drug test, and he thought he was going to be on the booking team,
Yep.
and ended up not being. So he took his
Took his coke and went home.
took his coke and went home. LOD.
Snake, I love
I
him.
wonder if they
Lee-
had one guy at that time
They had
that was
to.
feeding them all.
Oh,
Probably Zahorian.
yeah.
The same
Dude,
guy
he-
was giving him the.
no,
had-
it was Hawk. It was
Imagine how
Hawk feeding
much-
everybody. Because LOD is gone to this because right after
Dude,
SummerSlam.
Could you imagine the plug? How much money he
Bro,
was making? back
imagine
then?
you're in a car, or not a car. You're in a room. Everybody's kicking it, and you've got Hulk, you've got fucking Mr. Perfect, you've got Rick Rude, you've got all these people, Ultimate Warrior,
just
Macho.
all of,
Macho.
just all of this hostile energy, and everybody's doing
It was
coke.
Twat.
Mr. Fuji.
Everybody.
He used to carry it around.
That's what
right.
it was.
It was Mr. Fuji.
It was Mr. Fuji.
He had the plug, dude.
Yep, literally. God
Right-
bless the plug.
right after
Hashtag
SummerSlam,
Shadow.
Hawk goes MIA,
Yeah.
just disappears on everybody.
I mean, everybody just crashed out after this because this was after. Was this after the steroid trial?
Yeah.
So everybody was
steroid
just
trials,
crashing-
steroid trials
Everybody was
going
crashing
on.
out,
Yeah.
basically. There was like, let's just do coke and just leave the WWF.
Yeah.
So we don't have to get in trouble. That's what it seems like.
House show attendance is down 51% in 1992.
Wow.
Saturday night's main event got canceled by Fox for the second time. It was on NBC, got canceled. Then went to Fox, got canceled. Merch sales are down 55%, and pay-per-view buys are down 37% going into this show.
And can we? I know we're not fans of him, but we got to say that's because Hogan's not a part of this.
Yeah.
A big chunk of
100%.
that is because
Yeah.
Hogan's
We
not.
sell tickets.
Yeah.
I mean, you sell tickets.
We sell
100%.
merch, tickets,
Yep.
like all that. So, and I know it's not just Hogan because you said Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah,
Obviously,
I mean
Ultimate
you
Warrior's
had a main card
Jake's
right
not there.
All those
Yeah.
guys I listed right there are main
Yeah.
card guys. Are
I think this was the first ever. I don't think they called it I think it was a coffin match.
yeah, not a casket match,
A coffin.
A coffin match.
This was the
Yep.
first ever coffin match, which was not
Atrocious.
good either.
No.
Not good either. Let's be
Dude,
honest.
who's
God bless
who's
those
first of all, who's taller? Great Khali or Harvey Whippleman?
I remember Harvey Whippleman.
Harvey Whippleman, dude, is the size of Chance's dog, dude. Chance has a small dog, for reference. He takes big shits. He's just,
We know that too. We know that from
he takes
experience.
fat guy shits. But that's how big Harvey Whippleman
Harvey
is.
Whippleman reminds me of the referee from Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Like Mario. That would come
100%,
out and
dude.
say,
That's
"What?
what
Dude,
I'm
that's
putting
what he
down
looks
side by
like."
side.
And even
That's
more,
Harvey
even more
Whippleman.
random, him and The Rock are like really good friends.
Really?
Yeah, his
That's
name's Bruno.
unbelievable.
Anytime you hear Rock
Downtown
talking about
Bruno.
Bruno. He's talking about
Harvey Whippleman.
Yes, dude.
Really?
The Rock.
I
100%.
never knew.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Never could stand
Fun
Harvey
fact.
Whippleman. Never could. What was the one guy? Todd Pettengill from way
Todd,
back. in
No.
the day?
worst. Todd
He was
Pettingill was one of the
terrible.
worst
He was
WWE
terrible.
personalities of all time.
He was terrible.
God, that
Adam
name.
Pearce. I don't like that guy.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I'm not.
He's
a
like the
fan.
newest version of
Yeah, Adam. I don't,
Todd Pettingill's the good call.
Pettingill's-
Bud. Todd Pettingill's the
Doug,
worst.
then he had like the WWE hot. No, that was Mean Gene that had the hot.
Yeah,
button.
That's his hot button, dude. That's what he called it.
They had the hotline. They had the hotline rolling in this pay per view too.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
they
yeah.
did. They did. They had it rolling.
oh, shout
'Cause
out
They were
OS
all answering phones after the match like they was talking to anybody.
When talking to nobody.
Yeah.
Rotary dial tone.
Rotary
OSW
phones.
brought this up. What if you were that one kid? It's like, oh, I got this $5 to spend and everything. Mom and Dad's like me, and you get Virgil on the
Yeah,
other end of the
damn
line.
right. That'd be my luck. Virgil with no last name. First name Virgil. Last name
Zoom in on this right here.
nothing.
You call the
Nothing.
hotline and you get Virgil on the other end of your hotline.
No.
Today,
I'm
it
The
would be-
original hotline bling, dude.
Today it would be AI. If you called in, wouldn't it would be a real person?
It wouldn't.
Well, the first official match we had of the pay per view, we had the Head Shrinkers with Samu and Fatu with Alpha against High Energy with our boy Coco Beware and Owen Hart.
I was a
Shout out
big
Coco.
fan of
R.I.P.
the
Owen
Head
Hart.
Shrinkers.
I was too. I like it.
They were like a
They're
legit
legit,
badass team,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
And they just
I
didn't do
believe
nothing
them.
with them.
I believe.
For
it.
sure.
I
yeah.
was like,
100%.
I loved all those Samoans back in the where they typecasted them.
Because
But
Fat
then
Two was
Rikishi,
Rikishi, yeah.
And Alpha's
Roman's dad?
Roman's
yeah,
dad.
sitting- Did you see him that large turkey leg he was eating on
Just
during the whole
gnawing on
match?
it.
Just why?
Just-
It was Thanksgiving weekend or something.
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
Just
the day
Survivor
before
Series,
Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
It
he
was
was sitting there eating a.
This pay per view was on the Wednesday
Yeah,
before
that's exactly what it was,
Wednesday
yeah.
before
Makes sense.
Thanksgiving.
I
that
didn't
year.
even know head shrinkers celebrated Thanksgiving, but I guess they do.
They celebrate eating turkey leg. You know what I'm saying? And I'm for that. I'm pro turkey leg. For sure.
But I mean, it was a decent match. Coco
bad. It wasn't
Coco
bad.
took most of the brunt, and then you could tell that was early Owen. Owen was a little excited going into that match. A couple little botches, but I mean, he was 100 miles an hour.
yeah,
running around.
we'd seen him as the Blue Blazer. I think before this, maybe once or twice, right?
Yeah, that's and then he was in WCW for a little stint before this too.
Yeah, definitely pre-Nugget Black Heart.
WCW. Oh wow.
Yeah, he did a couple little spot. He didn't sign a contract with WCW, but he did a couple little shows for WCW.
Well, for the fans, I'm sure y'all are wondering, did Coco Beware win the match, guys? No. Of course he did. I love Coco Beware, but he's never won a match.
No,
Has he won a match in
I
any
think
of
he
these
actually
No,
is
we
the one that
haven't.
got pinned. Too, if I'm not
He is the
mistaken.
one
He's
that
got pinned in the tag team.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
7 minutes and 40 seconds, banger.
Yeah, it was a solid match. Solid match. But then you had the the nightstick on a pole match.
Terrible.
How awful was the nails situation? When he talked.
It scared me as a kid.
Yeah, it did.
I mean,
yeah.
the way he told
He sounded like
He reminds, looking back at it now, Nails and I guarantee Stinsky was the same person because they had them same terrible teeth.
Oh my God, you talking about
That
Snitsky?
Snitsky, yeah. Dude. Looked like they chewed on rocks for 13 days.
Yeah.
Just bad.
I mean, his most famous move was the chokehold. I mean,
Yeah.
He
that guy.
talked like a boss in like Inspector Gadget episode. Like Inspector Gadget and Penny, and was it the Brain or something?
Yeah.
They're trying. He's like the boss. It's like that's who he talks.
that you never.
I'll
He's
get
just sitting
you,
there stroking the
Gadget,
cat.
next time.
Yeah. Boss on Sonic the
Yeah.
Hedgehog too.
Yeah. Dr. Robotnik.
But yeah, I mean, the match was not. I mean, Bossman didn't even get intro music into it. I mean,
No.
he just came running
And
straight to the.
He's got one of the best intros.
Yeah,
like the music.
But I do
was
like what they did with it. They did kind of like the split screen where when Nails was walking down to the ring, Bossman was cutting a promo, and then Nails went automatically for
Yeah,
the
that was
nightstick,
dope.
and
That's
then
what's great. 'Cause they weren't
Bossman.
doing that like that back then.
Yeah. I do, and I like it's the first time we're actually seeing like kind of like a mini little jumbotron and everything for the pay per view.
It was, yeah.
and all that. But I mean, it's a nightstick on a pole match. It went on
Ray
6
Trailer,
minutes.
wasn't that his real name?
yeah.
Ray
So
Trailer.
good, dude. Bossman was so good.
I was
one of the
a
most-
big. I had what was the little wrestling buddies?
Oh,
I
yeah.
had a big boss man wrestling buddy.
such an underrated guy to never win a title.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite like big men wrestlers. Like I would say that he's one of the ones that was always good everywhere
Yeah.
he went.
Yeah.
and every character that he had, he got it over in WCW, even if it was the boss or
Big Bubba Blacktop.
Yeah,
something
whoever
like
is
that.
Big Bubba Rogers.
Yeah.
Bubba Rogers. Yeah.
But then you had your boy in the next match. You had Tatanka versus Rick Martel for the Eagle Feather.
Which I mean, I like the match, but I'm particular because I like Tatanka. So
Yeah.
I
mean,
Rick
he was-
Martel just laid there and took it like he's supposed to, but
Yeah, and they gave him 11 minutes for that match.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it was a longer match for.
They were trying to get over to Tonka because they didn't have. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
as
he
far
had
as younger guys, they didn't have anybody.
And
Yeah.
the commentary for this match was it would not have fly today. It was
Oh,
the
no,
most
no.
racist thing I'd
92
ever
commentary?
heard in my life.
Bobby would not be
Oh,
able to get away
no.
with.
Bobby the Brain Heenan would say something he would go to prison for.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
bad. I mean, I had to pause the match a couple times because I'm laughing so hard at Bobby of the things he's saying.
And he had the he had the writable
Yep, yes, he did.
teleprompter
Yes,
with
he
this one.
did.
Dude. Bobby was so good.
He was perfect.
I
loved him.
wasn't a big fan of Vince on the commentary.
No.
I got
No.
all this talking going on.
Yeah.
But Bobby is just the goat of a color guy.
He's one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah.
Hands down.
Him
I
and-
mean,
him
even
and,
one of my favorite managers of all time. So.
Yep.
For sure. Him and Gorilla Monsoon, I feel like, are the best of all time.
Yeah,
And I
that's
think close second would be Jim Ross and Lawler.
That was
Yeah.
I'm a huge Jim Ross fan.
Because that was
Huge.
that was everything. Like them announcing in the Attitude Era.
it was
was everything
It was
else.
everything. Well, it was absolute everything.
Y'all ain't giving Joey Styles no love.
I fuck with Joey
Styles.
Styles though.
I like
Yeah.
Joey
Yeah.
Styles.
The only man that could do it all by himself.
I'll say that.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. He did it all
Yep.
by himself and everything. Well, then you had the main event, pretty much the main event in the middle of the card.
And how,
Yes.
the main event, and guess what? Tell them how it ended, Chant. Or Tony, either one of y'all.
A wacky ass finish, a count out finish.
Nobody got pinned.
Yep.
Nobody
Nobody-
submitted.
Can't put nobody
Talk
over.
about it all the time. You know, just from watching. But like all the big matches back in the day, they never gave a clean finish ever.
Never.
Oh, they got counted out, or they just
Yeah.
dumb shit.
But the whole lead up to this match, it was supposed to be Savage and Warrior
Right.
going against him and
Right.
everything. But the whole instance is with Warrior, and then Perfect comes out of retirement and all that jazz, and then he almost walks out in the middle of at the
Yeah.
beginning of the match. It's like what's going on here?
Yeah, it was weird.
And there was 9 other things that could have happened could have been disqualified for, and they picked that one at the end. And
Yeah.
I was like,
That chair shot,
Yeah,
that
the
chair shot that Flair
Yeah.
hits Macho with.
Yeah.
It's like, dink.
yeah, baby shot. Yeah, and I was,
They just love tapped.
Oh,
That's what
man.
Hogan used to do too.
But I mean, it was a solid match for what it was. I mean, you had 4 great guys in there, great workers at the time in there and everything. I mean, Mr. Perfect as a face just never worked for me. It just
No.
it
No.
doesn't work.
and they gave Razor no love.
Yeah,
They let him take all the bumps and sell everything, and
Yeah,
didn't
they,
give-
they
and I
wasn't
feel
they
like,
wasn't
you know,
sold on him.
That
yet.
wasn't
Like, it
Razor
wasn't until
yet,
the next
man.
year, whenever they started kind of.
Yeah, because this is pretty much new. The
Yeah.
character Razor
Yeah.
is a new.
93 is when they started letting him, because him and Sean was what, 94 the ladder match.
Yes.
WrestleMania 10.
Yeah. So we're talking 2 years, before
Yeah,
he
so he
become
was
the
just
bad
kinda-
guy.
yep.
Yeah.
He was getting that rub off of Rick.
Yeah.
And everything.
And Rick did excellent as always in that match. I mean, he was classic Rick Flair, taking the bumps, falling, doing the silly shit,
Doing the heel stuff,
Yeah,
just the heel
absolutely,
tactics and
yeah.
everything. But it's just weird that you have pretty much your main event. They're pushing this as the main event right in the middle of the card.
Exactly.
It made no sense. And then we come to the fabulous match of Yokozuna with Mr. Fuji and Virgil.
Mr. Fuji got 2 names. Virgil got 1. Wasn't it?
Poor Virgil. Poor Virgil. I mean, he just.
He's still-
Shout out to Virgil. He lasted 3.5 minutes with Yokozuna.
He did. He
So
did.
I mean, I'm sure he went to Olive Garden, got some meat sauce.
Yeah.
If he could walk. after
But he
that.
did give everybody a fair warning after the match about Yokozuna.
Yeah.
Coming
He
in and being
did.
a
Yeah,
menace
that's
to
right. He
society.
didn't lose to Yokozuna. I forgot. He also Yokozuna.
I mean, and he straight up called him a menace to society.
Yeah.
And you know what's
my
crazy? I
dog.
think that's right around the time Menace Society came out. So it was just
That sounds
It was
accurate.
a shameless plug that Virgil, I'm sure, didn't get paid for. He just thought maybe if I shoot my shot.
No.
Yeah, but they got a whole 3.5 minutes for that squash match. But this is what Yokozuna's being
You're
brought.
building Yoko.
You're building Yoko up and everything and all that.
Because the next year is when him and Lex.
The
square
whole
off.
Lex
Yeah.
Express starts and everything. And then we come to the Survivor Series match itself. We talked about it, the tag team Survivor Series match, where if one of your partners gets pinned, both the team's out.
Right.
Not just one person, the team's out.
Guess who's the first one to go?
The Beverly Brothers.
Imagine
Imagine the Beverly Brothers, the first ones to go.
Yeah.
But you had Natural Disasters and the Nasty Boys versus Money Inc. and the Beverly Brothers. Just they gave them 15 minutes, almost right at 16 minutes for this match.
And I was a Money Inc. fan too. Even
Oh, yeah.
I liked IRS. I liked Me and Dollar Man. I liked everything they was doing with that. But 15 minutes is a lot.
And then
I think it's just because it was the
15
only
minutes.
it was the only Survivor Series match. They wanted to probably get everybody some time.
Yeah.
But it could have still been 10 minutes.
yeah,
for sure.
I mean, and our boys were once again the Natural Disasters getting no love whatsoever.
None.
It just makes me sick.
And
And
they
they could have made them the biggest heel tag team.
Yeah.
Period, bro. They could have been the
carried a
biggest
lot of
one.
that match. They looked
Yeah,
really,
they
Oh, dude,
really
Tenta,
good.
Especially Tense, even Typhoon.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, that
pre
double-
Shockmaster.
yeah,
right?
that double squash in the corner.
Yes.
Oh, no thing, I ain't
Yes.
taking that.
No.
That's a lot of beef coming at you.
No.
But it's just. But like you said, Money Inc. was a great tag team.
It was. It
I mean,
was.
with DiBiase and IRS, because IRS would do the work. DiBiase would work too. I was never a Nasty Boys fan.
I was a huge nice, but I was way big on WCW
Yeah.
compared to.
You were a WCW?
I was a WCW.
With
Also,
Public
well,
Enemy
next time we'll
and
have to-
Harlem.
Yeah,
I
okay.
was a
Yeah, we'll-
WCW guy, man. I was addicted. I mean, I was a guy that
get
would
you pick some
run back and forth,
favorites.
the room to watching Raw and Nitro. And
Oh, yeah.
you know, so
Oh, because your guy is Sting, correct?
Sting.
And that's why
Yeah.
that's BJ
the
too.
whole
Have we-
NWO,
have we done an
Sting,
episode for
NWO,
We've-
everything.
we have
That's
done
what
it.
we need to do, bro. We need to
I'm
get you
in.
and BJ over here, and we need to do an episode
Just
about
on Sting.
Sting. Just let's talk everything Sting.
I'm being on you to the
That's
fact
the
that his
move,
son
bro. Yeah.
played tight end for Kentucky Wildcat football.
Really?
Yes, sir.
I've been
his son
seeing
was a
pictures of
tight
his
end
son
for
that looks
Kentucky.
exactly like him.
Yeah.
Is he
Yes,
wrestling now?
he is in a promotion. What
It's
is
not
it
MLW,
called?
is it?
It's something like that. He is out there and he is coming out as either Wolfpack Sting or Surfer Dude Sting. He dresses and looks.
Bro, he
just
looks like
him.
Sting whenever Sting was
Just
with
like him.
Warrior at
Yeah.
the beginning of
Yes.
their careers. He looks like Sting now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah.
But that's what we should do, bro. We should do a WCW
Yeah, Sting is
episode
my
and
guy.
Sting for sure.
That leads right into not the casket match, but the coffin match.
If they give a
coffin
whoping
match.
5.5 minutes to a
5.5
coffin match, the
It
first
took
coffin
Kamala 5.5 or what to get down. He ran from him.
match. Yeah, it
He
was
ran from him.
it was weird.
I love the promo with Paul Bearer and Undertaker where he's building the coffin and everything.
He's got the planer that ain't even
And
doing
then-
nothing.
oh, dude, those promos when the working Undertaker
It wasn't doing shit.
wasn't doing shit. And the
Nothing.
the coffin comes out and all it has is just like little the symbols of
Yes.
Kamala just painted on the top of it.
Seeing everything in 4K ruins a lot of
It
it.
does.
Because I do that with
does.
movies too, bro. I watch movies that I loved as a kid, and then you see them in 4K, and you're seeing so many things you didn't see, and you're like, oh man.
Oh no.
That's why I
And when you're
collect
kids, you're
VHSs.
watching it on VHS. Shout out VHS is a chance.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it kind of ruins a lot of that nostalgia. When you
And then
watch it
Undertaker put like 3.5 nails in it.
again. He barely even did
It took him
anything.
4 days. It took him the full 3 minutes to walk around, but to put 3.5 nails in.
And they're in a weird spot. You can tell because they're trying to build Undertaker, but they don't have nobody to give him to.
Because guess who he
Everybody
has next
left
year?
or they suck. Yeah, exactly.
Guess who he has next
Giant
year?
Gonzalez.
Yeah. Giant Gonzalez.
You know what I'm saying? They don't
Yeah.
have no, and then it's
Yeah.
like, shout out to Kamala, but like this was the tail end of Kamala's
It was.
Yeah.
relevance, I guess you could
It
say.
was.
I
He
just
was older.
I just didn't like how they made him so terrified of a coffin. It's like, oh, he
Yeah.
sees the casket and then he's immediately
He
running
does-
away.
He does voodoo. It's like, what are you scared of that for?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
You can just voodoo your way out of it.
Yeah.
I bet they paid more for that coffin than they did
What
pay
was-
Virgil. Yeah.
Oh, I guarantee you. I
Yeah.
guarantee you. Way more. What was the little beekeeper dude that came down with him? What was his
Oh,
name?
Kim Chi.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the Brooklyn
Yeah.
Brooklyn Brawler.
Brawler. Yeah.
He looked like a beekeeper, man. I thought he was.
She was fucking Brooklyn.
I
Brawler.
know.
I hate Brooklyn Brawler. Dude.
No, the greatest jobber in WWF history.
He
Man.
Yep.
is. He is.
Didn't
Kim
Doink the Clown
Chi.
come down during one of these matches?
First
too?
of all, can we talk about the
Why you talking
racist
about
name they gave him? Kim Chi.
That is right. What match was that Doink came in?
You was talking about Brooklyn Brawler. I remember seeing Doink come down making animal balloons and stuff and handing
What
them
match
out and
was that?
distracted somebody.
That was it the Tatanka Martel match? It was one of the matches where he just came
He
down
just
doing
randomly came out.
doing balloon animals and all that stuff. But
And you-
shout out Matt Bourne to learning how to do balloon animals and all that.
I was terrified as Doink. I have a doctor's prescribed phobia about clowns. So like circus clowns, not as bad as I'm grown, but
Yeah.
they terrify me, and I couldn't do Doink.
I was never a Doink fan.
I couldn't do Doink. I didn't want to look at them. Like scary clowns don't bother me with the teeth and the blood. They don't bother me. It's them ugly little white face, red haired snow, Ronald McDonald,
Oh.
all them.
Bozo, wasn't a
Bozo.
fan.
I'm out.
Oh,
Bozo,
man.
go. I'm out. I'm out.
But
He
but
can go.
Pennywise, you're fine.
No, I don't like Pennywise. The new Pennywise doesn't bother me.
The old
but
Pennywise.
the original one,
Tim
I'm
Curry.
out. That's
Yeah,
the one
that-
that
I-
set me off.
Yeah.
I got duct taped to a chair when I was little by some step step brothers and sisters
Yeah.
that knew I had a doctor's prescription.
And they made you watch it.
And made me watch it from start to finish.
Oh no!
Dude,
I got a relative
Tim
that
Curry
they-
can go to hell.
I got a
No.
relative that was traumatized when he was younger because his brothers would make him watch Freddy Krueger, and he was
Yeah.
scared of Freddy Krueger. And to this day, that they don't like. I mean, same
Like
shit.
when I would
same
close
shit.
my eyes, I could see the white and red just.
Chances the same way with
Flashing.
Punky Brewster.
Yeah.
Punky
Chucky.
Brewster?
Punky
Yeah.
Brewster.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what was
the Punky Brewster doll.
Well, it stems from Chucky, but
Right.
But it was a Punky Brewster doll.
yeah.
And see, I'm not scared of that.
any
Like,
any doll that has freckles and all that.
I love Freddy. I love all the Chucky stuff.
I
I'm a
get the
Chucky
clown.
junkie.
I get that though.
I hate
I totally
Clowns
get that.
don't. I'm out. Like, hell, I think we was in the mall one time. Maybe you was with us, and you remember Rivergate Mall where them white face elves would come out at Christmas dressed in
Oh,
green
man.
and stuff. Dude, I seen them. Flashback had to go. I wasn't hanging out to see what they was. Wasn't hanging out. There's a tape of me as a small child in the mall with Papa Smurf, and I lost it with him too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm out.
it's just that. It's just them. They look like they're like super, friendly to kids. Those are the ones that are the weirdest.
That's the ones that buy the James Gaze. That,
John Wayne Gacy,
Why,
he's-
why you got face paint? What are you doing? Why are you standing in the dead of an alley with a red balloon for? What's that got to do with the price of eggs?
Get out of here!
You know, what are we
Shout out to the
doing?
price of eggs in China. I'm sure
Yeah.
it's a little higher than
Yeah,
normal.
3 yen.
Yeah, I don't even know if Doink was actually Doink then.
I don't
Like
think
they
he
weren't
was.
calling him that. Yeah.
Because this was
Yeah,
92.
it was whenever he first-
93 is when they rolled him out.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he first appeared, or like that was one of the first appearances.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep.
They're trying to like see,
But it was
test
during-
it out or something.
mhm.
Yeah.
It
He
was
didn't
during-
interfere in the match or nothing. They just showed him walking down the ramp,
Yeah.
did
Yep.
some amount of balloons, and next thing I know, he's gone. I was like, all right, well, that
It
sounds
was
about right.
during Tatanka.
Okay.
Yeah,
Martel.
yeah.
Yep.
Like I said, he was making full on
Balloon animal.
balloon animal.
Yeah.
He made like a snake.
Yeah.
With like coil with like little
Yeah.
thing sticking out,
Yeah.
little tongue sticking
How'd
out.
it go?
Little,
Let's see that in slow mo.
but anyway, back to Survivor Series. You had
Last
the
match.
last match. You had Bret Hart versus our first shot at Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels going at
The
it.
only
I mean,
solid wrestling exhibition on the whole.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
even then, I swear, like I said, now I take this for a grain of salt. I do not like Brett. Sean carried him that whole match, sold everything. I mean, he always oversells anyway.
Yeah.
I watched Sean. I wasn't worried about Brett. And then, of course, Brett wins and takes everything back to Canada, but whatever. You know.
Yeah.
So this was one of the earlier matches of them because this is when they both were starting to get popular as solo guys because they had Brett came out of the Hart Foundation about a year prior to that, 2 years prior to that maybe.
Yeah.
And then Shawn left the Rockers like the year before that.
Yeah, and Brett won the belt off of at a house show, untelevised house show.
But because he lost it to Davey.
Yeah.
Or Davey.
He lost the Intercontinental, and then
title.
In your house.
Sean won the Intercontinental title off of Davey right before he got taken out by the Booger Sugar and all that good stuff.
Shout out. Booker sure claimed a lot of guys. Man.
He did. Because I think Sean won the IC title like a couple weeks right before this pay-per-view and everything.
Yeah, they just casually show, the Intercontinental title changed hands in
This-
Albuquerque.
Yeah. The same
I'm
with
like,
the
y'all
world
didn't show,
title.
y'all just, but y'all do like, you get all these people to buy tickets and you like pay-per-views and then you do DQs.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But then you give the belt away on a house
Right.
show and nobody sees it but the 10,000 people there.
Yeah.
The internet wasn't a thing yet.
No.
You had to wait 6 months for Wrestling Challenge to show a replay. It's like,
Exactly. That's what shout out OSW again. They said that Brett's title win and everything came out on a VHS like 3 months after he won the title and everything.
Wow.
That's the first time you were able to see him win the title was 3 months after he won it. And it's just
but
crazy.
yeah, I mean,
And then they brought Santa Claus out at the end. Do y'all remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah, he was celebrating.
It was the day before Thanksgiving, but we brought Santa Claus out. I guess
Once
it was a
again,
Macy's Day
your favorite
Parade or
holiday getting no
something.
love.
Yeah.
wasn't no gobbledygooker. That was a couple
No.
years before
I mean,
that.
from top to bottom, this was a solid pay-per-view.
It was better than SummerSlam.
Yeah,
as
I
much
give-
as I can't believe I'm saying that, it was.
Unfortunately, you're right. I had to watch that one too.
out of 5 stars. I'd give it a 3 1/4 out of 5.
I'd probably go 3.
I'd go
Yeah.
3. Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
go 3. Yeah.
I'd be about
solely off
3.2.
Virgil's appearance.
Yeah, if
3.2.
Virgil, anybody but Virgil would have given
Yokozuna is why I'm giving it a 3.
Yokozuna. Yeah, and if you're watching this, go watch the promos and everything leading up to these matches and all that because that's the promos are in some ways better than some of the matches.
I miss those. I wish they'd bring them back.
What,
like
promos
yeah,
before the
like
match and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
for the pay-per-views instead of
Well, that's what sold
94
it.
commercials.
yeah. I mean,
Sells it,
that's
man. You got to believe it.
Well, that's
You-
what made you fans of the wrestlers.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, they never were, when we were kids, they wasn't in the ring wrestling for maybe a couple of minutes. At a
yeah.
time.
It was the
It was
build
all about the
build
entrance,
up,
the music,
yeah.
and the way they did the promos.
Yeah.
That's why we loved Ultimate Warrior. That's why we loved Hogan because he told us to say our prayers, eat our
Sure.
vitamins.
Undertaker.
Yeah,
all that,
Undertaker,
yeah.
Macho,
all that shit.
everybody.
It was all that. It was all the. They were just selling the sizzle.
Yeah.
Like, that's all it was. And then because that's why when we watch them as adults, we're like, Ultimate Warrior sucked
yeah.
as a wrestler.
Yeah.
Like watching him wrestle.
Sure.
But like when we were kids, he was the greatest ever. Either
Energy.
you know
Pure
what I mean? Yeah,
energy.
'cause it was
Pure
all about
energy. That's all it was.
Yeah.
She was
Well,
vibing.
and it's so hard to compare, especially this era of wrestling compared to the new era of like this the era that we're in right now. Compared to the 90s, because I mean, a lot of these matches you had stalls of 5 minutes of just chokeholds,
Yes.
just rest spots,
lot, yeah.
and
One
nowadays
bar.
you in a match. These guys get 10 minutes. There's no rest spots in these matches.
They're gonna show
nowadays.
3
You can't
minutes
even
of
get them to
ads.
sell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They'll show 3 minutes of ads.
Yeah.
and they don't sell nowadays either. So, this was out of 1992. This was my favorite pay per view.
Yeah. 92 was a rough year, man.
And we're gonna it's only gonna get rougher the more we
Yeah.
get into.
Royal Rumble 93 is that what we're going to do next as far as because that'd be the next one. But we definitely need next time Pudge gets through here. We'll need to do a WCW pay per view.
That's
We've
so
never
good.
We've never gone. Well, we did Undertaker's biggest moments, I think,
Yeah.
as an episode.
Maybe do Sting's biggest
Dude,
moments.
I was
Yeah.
WCW. I could tell you, bring back some people from WCW. That
Yeah.
I watched some terrible
Well,
wrestling.
BJ's same way. He
Terrible
my dad-
wrestling.
Chance more WCW. Me and Tony are the WWF guys.
Yeah, my dad was the big WCW fan because
No.
that's all those
Yeah.
are most of the guys that came through here and through Nashville and everything and all that stuff from seeing them out at the fairgrounds.
And I'm talking Turner WCW, Bischoff WCW, Vince Russo WCW, whichever
were
version. you know.
R.I.P. Ted Turner. He just
Yeah,
passed away
he did.
now
R.I.P.
recently.
Ted Tizzle, man.
That dude was talking about people being ahead of their time and all that stuff. That dude was.
He casually just owned the Braves, CNN,
The Hawks,
WCW,
TBS,
the Hawks, TBS,
whatever.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
casually,
nobody knows,
just
yeah.
no big deal, no big deal.
Yeah.
But no, another fun episode having you on with us, Pudgy. We
Absolutely.
appreciate you coming through
Absolutely.
once
I
again this
appreciate
week.
it.
Yeah, man. Y'all comment below if y'all watch Survivor Series 92. It's on Netflix. If y'all are wanting to go back and look at it, I will say, like we were saying, it's worth a watch.
Yeah.
It's not going to be anything great. You're going to have to be a fan of the nostalgic stuff to even give it a chance. But if you're watching this pod, then you already are a fan of that kind of
Absolutely.
stuff.
Exactly.
So I
So
think it's an hour and 20 minutes. It wasn't long either.
Yeah.
it wasn't near as long as the most of the
They,
papers.
they
Sure.
flew through it and everything. There's no wasted time.
And I think they cut a lot of the fat out on when they put them on Netflix.
oh yeah,
They
Yeah.
probably cut out a
And
lot
that-
of
yeah,
like
they
Dead
did,
Space and
yeah.
shit, because it's on streaming and stuff now. But yeah, man, y'all be sure to subscribe to the channel. Go follow Pudgy. His links are in the description. Go get the new album. He'll be back again with us next week. We got a movie episode for you guys and gals. So we appreciate y'all once again for tuning in, and y'all be sure to share it for us.
Yes, sir.
shout out to the Gaggle of Wrestlers. Shout out to K Duck for
Yep.
the new additions to the table and all
Yep.
that stuff. Revolution One Media. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Pretty soon we're gonna have to have a Ducks versus Wrestlers Survivor Series
Facts.
match.
Yeah.
Facts.
We can make that happen.
We can make it. Thanks
My,
to K
my
Duck.
money's on Yokozuna.
Yeah.
Yokozuna.
Yeah.
Thank y'all so much again. We'll see y'all next week. We out this motherfucker.
Over the top with Chad and Tony, talking about movies and wrestling. Hot mic chance, Georgia team hating on me, Gene. BJ the DJ keeps the party going.